Bonjour les hiboux. My name is Madame Porter, and I am Daniel Porter and Noah Porter's mom. And I'm going to talk to you today about France. So let's get started. Yay! La France. So France is called La France or La République Française. This is what France looks like. Another word for it is called l'hexagone because it is in the shape of a hexagon. And as you can see, the colors of the French flag are blue, white, and red. So, bienvenue en France. France is the largest country in Western Europe. It is bordered by the Atlantic Ocean and Spain on the western side, and Belgium, Switzerland, Luxembourg, Italy, and Germany on the eastern side. And it has the Mediterranean Sea to the south. Un peu de géographie. The largest river in France is the Loire River. The largest cities in France are in this order: Paris, Marseille, and Lyon. Paris is the capital of France. They have two mountain regions. The first is the Alps. The Alps are between Switzerland and Italy and France, and the Pyrenees, which are to the southwest, and they border Spain. France is divided into 13 different regions. It's called, like I said, l'hexagone because it is in the shape of a hexagon. France has a president and a prime minister, and it's the only country in the world that has a president as the head of state and the prime minister as second in command. Usually they have prime minister would be the first person who is the head of state, and that would be a country like Canada, who has a prime minister as head of state. But in France, they have a president and as the head of state and a prime minister as second in command. The president, this is the president right here, and his name is Emmanuel Macron. Emmanuel Macron. And Emmanuel Macron is the youngest person to be elected president in the history of France. He was 39 years old when he was elected president 2 years ago. France is what's called a socialist republic, and it's a democracy, so they vote for their leaders. There are approximately 65 million people who live in France. France is the size of Texas, but has about 3 times the size of the population. France is part of the European Union, and so their money is called the euro. And I actually have some to show you. So I have a whole bunch, actually. This is a 5 euro. It's backwards for you, but it's okay. A 20 euro. And here is a 100 euro. These are real. I go to France several times a year. So I was supposed to go, but because of the pandemic, I couldn't. And so I still have all my money from when I was supposed to go this time. Their major exports and their major industries are cars, airplanes, perfume, fashion, wine, and cheese. France is the only country in the world that has as many cheeses as they have. Did you know that they have 475 types of cheese in France? Oh yeah, yum. I love cheese. Do you love cheese? Un pays touristique. France is the most visited country in the world. Paris is the most visited city in the world. They have over 80 million tourists a year, and going there in the summer is sometimes kind of hard because it's so crowded. They're known for their cuisine, which is called haute gastronomie. So their food is very well known around the world. they're known for fashion. So if you've heard of people like Coco Chanel and Yves Saint Laurent and very famous fashion designers, known for art. So many famous artists come from France. Many famous artists lived in France for a very long time. So, for example, Matisse, Henri Matisse, Renoir, let's see, who else? Oh, Monet, I'm sure you know. Lots of famous artists. And their history. There's a very strong history in France. Oops, is it gonna go? Maybe is this the last slide? Maybe this is the last slide. All right, so France is an extremely interesting country. It's a beautiful country. It is my country, and I love France more than anywhere else in the world. My favorite thing about France is that the people are so very kind, and a lot of people don't think that there's a stereotype about French people that they're rude, but in fact, French people are very direct. They're not rude. They're just direct, and so they say what they think. But they are very kind people, very generous, very welcoming, and very proud of their country. I hope you enjoyed this little video, and merci beaucoup. Au revoir.